2-1. Lonnie and Random versus Ty and Miles. And the way we're going to do this in Santos here is I'll have a vote, Santo will have a vote, and the chat will have a vote to determine the winner of this draft battle. And this time it is Teen Titans Edition.
Robin. Okay.
Create the best characters. You guys already know how this works.
Azrath. Hey, yo, aesthetics. A lot.
Uh,
I'm just
all right.
saying.
With that said, y'all think of names. Y'all kind of deliberate. Teen Titans. Chat will have a vote. Me and Santo will have a vote as per usual. So it's a little bit more dynamic this time. But you have 5 characters to choose from. Who wants to start? I think Lonnie's team went first last time, so I think it's Ty's
You know
turn.
what's so crazy about this? We went first twice in a row, and then we had to beg. Hey, yo, I think you should go first one more time. We went first twice in a row for the first to start off. So it's y'all turn now.
Man,
What? No, this is the same case he made for last time.
We the first
The
two
same
times.
case he made for last. He's like, no, we went first last time. We went first last time, so you have to go first this time.
Lonnie, it's the fourth one.
No, you change it.
So that means that somebody went first twice.
Go first, nigga.
All right, man. Y'all see what's happening.
All right. So that while they think about that, I might as well just include the manga topics here. So, one thing that question I want to raise, since we were talking about Boruto, actually, this is perfect. Lonnie, have you read the recent Boruto chapter?
What happened? I can tell you.
It's the stuff with they found out the value of love.
No, I didn't finish it. I think Miles.
Oh, yes, that's that. Yeah. That's yeah. Yeah.
So wait, who's starting it? Ty's team, Ty and Miles.
Yeah.
Just let me know when you guys are ready to go.
Yeah, that was a great one.
All right.
For our cyborg, we're going to do Android 17.
Let's peak right there.
Android 17. Santo, you can give a little commentary of all the picks if you want.
I was just gonna say, if they're going with the aesthetic, I mean, they hit it right on the head, bro.
Android 17. All right, so it's on Team Lonnie and Random.
Give me a second, Lonnie. I'm making sure I'm getting the aesthetic right.
All right. While they do that,
W stealing the strategy. W.
Actually, instead of 2 in the board's a thing. So Dragon Ball Super, a question that has been raised quite a bit. There's a one shot that just dropped after I think a year of no chapters. And there's a legitimate question on some people hate the superhero gimmick. Some people like the superhero gimmick. What do y'all think? Santo, what do you think? Do you like the superhero gimmick in Dragon Ball?
The superhero gimmick.
Yeah, like Saiyaman.
I think it's cool. I mean, it was a change of pace, which I enjoyed. It was different. I liked it. I like comedic characters, so it fit me. So I enjoyed all the goofy poses. I enjoyed the change of voice, save the day type. I liked it.
Yo, Lonnie, peep this. I'm about to send you right now.
I'm not mad at the same because I like comedic characters too. Like I really like comedy anime. The Sandman, I did think was a bit cringe, but I like the Gohan showing this other side of him. Wasn't really moved at the poses. The poses didn't move me, and the fit didn't move me. That was my biggest issues. That fit and those poses just wasn't it for me. But I do think one thing I said about Dragon Ball Super, I do think it would be interesting if they really dove into a slice of life style for Super and diving into the story of Trunks and Goten. And now that they're kind of like Great Saiyaman 2, that could be like their story a little bit. They did a little bit of it, but it wasn't too long. I do think that could be something they can dive into. It's a much more grounded. They're already strong, and kind of like Superman. You can find villains that can outsmart teenagers of all people.
Yeah. A slice
So
of life would be cool. I mean, I personally like the poses because it reminded me a lot of the Ginyu Force, and I enjoyed that squad. But yeah, the fit was atrocious. I don't know which question. What's the worst fit? Zabuza's fit or Great Saiyaman?
Great Saiyaman's clearly worse than Zabuza's fit. Nah, I think little Zabuza, you can flame the
Oh,
pants a little bit, sure. The lower
Oh,
garments,
ooh, that's a Miles. That's
You
a
you
good.
ro-
the
you
mask
Damn.
combination, and the tilted headband. He
you
looked
ro-
like
you
you.
you rocking with the arm socks?
Hey man, it's cold in that area, bro. You gotta keep yourself
It's
warm.
cold arm socks and a vest. Yes. That's like seeing a woman wear shorts and Uggs. Like, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, sometimes they be cooking with them Uggs and shit. Hey man, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Zabuza can pull it off. Lonnie Random, whenever you guys are ready, you can let us know.
Oh, go ahead, random.
For Cyborg, we'll pick David Martinez from Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
How do you spell his name?
David.
Oh, David.
It's-
I thought
random, you stupid.
I thought he said something
David?
completely different. I thought he said something different. All right. With that said, team time, Miles. Let me know when you guys are ready.
The ones we said earlier, we cool with those? That we
Yeah.
confirmed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For Beast Boy, we're gonna do Rimuru.
Mm.
You rat bastard.
Mm.
Because that was gonna be my pick. You rat bastard.
Well, that's too damn bad.
Any commentary, Santo?
Not who I would have picked, but I mean, I'm good with it.
It's with a U, not an A at the end.
What do you think?
Rimuru, I get the idea. And I do think you can probably, if you argue it well enough, say his character is, you know what I'm saying? I'll just leave it at that. So there's something there. Okay. Random, Lonnie, just let me know. Moving forward,
I think I got
when
one.
you guys are ready, just like put up a sign or something, or just raise your hand so I know you're ready. But yeah, Saiyaman. Oh, I do think when Gohan had the do-rag on, that was his best fit. That was his best Saiyaman fit for sure. And the glasses,
With the shades, yeah.
yeah, that was kind of moved me. Even though the colors on the fit was just still, I don't know about that.
I
Not
like
many-
Clean God. Y'all don't like Clean God? Wash it away evil?
Oh, that one,
The new one?
yeah. Oh,
When I found out it was Gohan, I felt so stupid, bro. I was like, "Who's this new superhero?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, it's just me. I just changed my identity." I was like, "Man, I'm
no,
a
I
fucking
low-key
idiot."
didn't think it was Gohan for a second.
I
Either.
was like, "I'm
I
an
was like-
idiot."
I
Random.
was like, wait, who
That one?
who knows about Trunks? Like what?
Yeah, like,
Bet.
All
You
right.
got it.
For Robin, we're gonna go Deku.
Deku as Robin.
That's solid. Solid. Smart. Has hands. It works.
Deku as Robin. Shout out.
we're good already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big bet.
For
Okay.
Raven, we're gonna pick Pride.
For Full Metal, the shadow powers, man. Darkness.
I didn't even think about the shadow power aspect, so that's why I was like, okay. Okay.
You good with that, random?
Yes.
For Raven, we're gonna go with Lucy from Elfen Lied.
Okay. Okay. I'm seeing the. I see what you guys are trying to throw down on both sides in terms of what their abilities do. All right, Team Miles again. I said you would have thought that Trunks would have been able to tell that it was Gohan by reading his key. Yeah, fair.
For Robin, we got Sakamoto.
The adaptability and innovation of a Robin epitomized perfectly in Sakamoto.
Okay, Sakamoto is Robin. Also, I was thinking, like, I think I said this in the clip I made about the super chapter. If a slice of life were to happen, it's kind of interesting that more than likely the main character of that story would be Trunks and not Goten. Considering even though Goten is the son of Goku.
Yeah.
But I think the main character would be Trunks.
I think it would. I think that would make more sense, but for the casual fan, they would want that Goku tie-in to be the MC.
I think also you could argue, but on the flip side, is one thing that I thought about. Trunks is probably like the third most popular character in Dragon Ball. Arguably fourth if you think Gohan is more popular than Trunks. But future Trunks has a fan base. Strong fan base.
That's right.
So that's why I think that could also help Trunks. And also, Trunks is more. I mean, yeah, he's older, but like he's the group leader in their dynamic between him and Goten. He's the leader for sure. Another thing, unless you guys are ready, I think it's Team Lonnie. Just let me know when you're ready.
Hold up.
So when it comes to Boruto, I'll bring this up. Me and Miles were talking about it actually, and how they're kind of introducing the aspect of like love in the story, and how me and him are potentially not a fan of what they might
Check your
do
Telegram,
forward. Yeah, we cooked. Oh damn. So Boruto really might go down a story way where love is the answer for all characters moving forward. And I'm just not. I'm a little concerned that it might start getting a little cliche for the story. Miles,
Hold on.
after thinking about it, do you think that the love plot line will be a problem from Boruto?
Do you think so?
Right number, you cut out?
No, he's
sorry.
talking to Lonnie.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
The one
it'll be a problem, Riddell, because I think so far they are handling it very well. Everything at least makes sense and it's flowing seamlessly. I just think it's really lame. My problem is just with how lame it is, dude. Like you were pointing it out on Sunday, every single thing points back to love. There's a reason why love is involved in it, and I don't know.
Yeah, I'm very concerned. But random, would you go?
For Beast Boy, we're gonna go Sun Eater from My Hero Academia.
Two My Hero characters. Okay. Oh, Sun Eater, not Heater. All right, Team
I don't
Miles.
know his actual name. I just remember his hero name.
Yeah, I forget his actual name too. We're
going to.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
My bad. We're going to Sailor Moon Yusogi, the main character. You can say Sailor Moon. Maybe people see it. Yeah, just Sailor Moon. She has the star seed abilities. Literally a star. For our Starfire.
Okay. And then Team Laundry.
We're gonna go with Khalifa from Dragon Ball Super.
Khalifa?
Kefla?
Oh,
Kefla?
Kefla.
Kefla or Which one?
The fusion or the one spunky chick?
Caulifla or Kefla?
The fusion.
It's killing Khalifa.
Kefla.
Kefla.
That's really 6 people, but we're gonna leave it. We're gonna let it sleep.
All right. With that said, to break it down, so these are their anime rosters in creating a Teens Titan squad. I'm gonna let both teams explain their reasoning. Then me and Santo are also going to do our deep dive and do our votes. And then chat, you will also have a vote in the chat, YouTube chat.
By the
So
way, before you guys go, I made my own list before you guys called out yours, and I want to see what you guys think after.
big bet. I did not make a list, but I'm curious to see yours. All right, who wants? I think Ty's team went first, so Lonnie's team. Go ahead and explain.
Go ahead, Brandon.
All right. Obviously, start off with our Robin, Deku, a proven strategist, a man who's very adaptable, and obviously after he loses One for All, the man. We've seen how he works with, what do they call them? The hero devices. I can't remember the name that they give heroes to help
gear.
them. Huh?
The gear.
The gear, but they have a specific name. But we see how he works with the gear. The man when support items. We've seen the man can be incredibly inspirational. The man knows how to throw hands, and obviously, if we give him One for All, the man's a complete problem. From David Martinez, obviously, we've seen how he fully commits to transform himself into a cyborg. I understand it's a tragic tale, and Adam Smasher didn't need to do him like that, but but it's crazy because both David and 17 have the way they technically go out. It really sucks. And then for our Beast Boy is Sun Eater. Obviously, he actually turns into different animals, but while he may not transform all the way, we've seen how he uses different animal appendages, parts, or body parts to really get his work done. I'm gonna have you explain Starfire, Lonnie. I'm gonna have you explain Starfire and Raven, Starfire and the Raven roles though.
Kefla, she's an alien. Her energy is green. She can fly. She has energy attacks.
She be throwing them hands too.
Lucy from Elfin Lied, one of the craziest females in anime history. Definitely some mental issues like Raven. Energy manipulation, telekinesis, things like that, like Raven. So, and definitely that gives that extra otherworldly aspect of like, because some people don't see like where her attacks are coming from, things like that. So, in terms of just the mentality and the powers, that's why I went with Lucy for Raven.
Okay, Team Miles.
You want to explain, Ty, or you want to leave it to me?
How about I do Sailor Moon Pride and
You want to do Sakamoto?
Yeah, I got Sakamoto. So you can just you can do your 2 and I'll do the other 3.
Sakamoto. That's a good pick. That's a sneaky ass pick.
You can do your 2 and I'll do the other 3.
Okay, cool. So I'll start it off. So we picked Android 17 for Cyborg. He's a textbook definition of a full cyborg. He was once a human with a real name before he went with Dr. Jarrell, forfeited his humanity, become a cyborg. Everything that comes with being a cyborg, barriers. He doesn't need to breathe, no stamina, doesn't feel pain, doesn't get tired. You get the gist. He's a cyborg in every sense of the word, self-destruct features and all. And then Rimuru, in addition to a host of an amalgamation of powers, he can pretty much do it all. He is able to shapeshift into anything he actually consumes. So instead of being like a regular Beast Boy where he's limited to only animals, if he was to say consume a person, a thing, an object, whatever we need to fulfill a role, he'll be able to transform into that as well. He consumes souls, not just matter. And yeah, I'll leave the rest to Ty.
You know, they talked about Deku's adaptability. Lily Sakamoto is the king of adaptability in his verse. Like the story Lily said that most of the top tiers can be Sakamoto unless he's in a room full of items. That type of innovation is Robin-esque. Like Robin can literally utilize multiple weapons that make him comparable to people with superpowers, which Sakamoto also does. Sailor Moon, Lily Yusogi, she literally is a star. I don't think it's any better than that. You know, she literally has star powers abilities like Starfire. And I think Pride, outside of his shadow powers and his like demeanor, I think another cool parallel that him and Raven have is that when they talk, you hear multiple voices and echoes when they talk because Pride has multiple souls, along with Raven have multiple personalities inside of her as well. If you watch Teen Titans, you know what I'm talking about. And they both have parallel worlds inside of them, just like so. Pride also has those parallel worlds inside of him, just like Raven does. That's where Kimberly was able to coexist among thousands of souls, the way that Raven has multiple souls inside of her as well. I just think I think he is. And also, his demeanor is also closer to Raven's, in my opinion. So,
All right, I'm dropping the poll in the chat. Santo, you started out. What are your thoughts?
In terms of, so you want to go one by one, me and you?
Yeah, we could do that while the chat just figures out who they're voting for.
Okay. I would say for Robin, I think Sakamoto takes it. I do think his level of adaptability is very, very similar to Robin, as well as his fighting prowess. So I give it to Sakamoto.
One thing that I was really hoping you guys were going to do here is play into the fact that the Teen Titans and pick young people for the Teen Titans. You guys didn't really do that, so it's a little disappointing.
Deku's young.
I'm not done. But at the very least, you did pick Deku, who is a teenager, for this role. Now, so that gives a lot of bonus points for me because, I mean, this should be like a teen squad. That's kind of how I envision, and then everything else following. With that said, who fits the role better? I think it's clearly Sakamoto. I don't think Deku is like Robin at all, to be honest. I don't think his leadership style is like Deku. I don't think though. Yes, he uses multiple abilities, but he uses abilities, whereas Robin is straight hands and uses objects. So I think Sakamoto fits that better. So I mean, the teen stuff can only carry so much. So I agree, Sakamoto it just fits the role better. But if you pick someone that fit the role as well as Sakamoto and it was a teen, I would have went you 100% for sure. Next one, I'll start out. Android 17, Cyborg, David Martinez. I honestly, other than them being cyborgs, none of them are like Cyborg in terms of personality from at the very least from the Teen Titans version. You know, they don't got that charisma that boy Cyborg has, of course. So this is kind of a wash to me, but I will pick one. I think because of the cybernetics, a little bit more blatant for David. I'll pick him for this one.
That I was thinking the same in terms of which one is more like Cyborg. I mean, both of them I think fit the aesthetic and the criteria, but I think Cyberpunk is more geared towards the story of Cyborg than Android 17, and that's why I kind of had it over.
All right, so 1-1 right now. Santo, what do you say?
Rimuru or Sun Eater for Beast Boy? Okay, so I also think this kind of a wash, but I'll give it to Rimuru. I think his ability to copy different organisms fits more with Beast Boy than Sun Eater.
Shout out Briggs, man. Show Snubbler is crazy. I actually agree. I'm picking. We're kind of locked in. I pick Rimuru too. I think his ability fits better because he can transform to actual organisms, but also his personality is closer to Beast Boy by far compared to Sun Eater. Sun Eater is passive. He is stoic. Rimuru is actually like a entertaining guy. He is outgoing. He is someone that it can be very foolish and funny sometimes. Yeah, that matches Beast Boy way more compared to Sun Eater. So I think this one is easily Rimuru for me.
Personality. So never mind. All right, never mind.
What?
No. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, I don't know what the argument there was, but
I mean, it wasn't your favorite for Deku, Lonnie. You weren't crying then.
No, the age went. The age went. Not the personality. The age.
What?
So dumb criteria either way. It wasn't your favorite. Don't cry.
It's whatever.
I mean, I feel like we've included personality in every draft so far, but all right. As for Starfire, I'm going Sailor Moon here. I mean, honestly, it was a pretty good shout, Sailor Moon and Starfire. In terms of the aesthetic, of course. Yes, the green energy beams. Yeah. I think that is a good one too.
The fact that she's an alien.
Alien 2 aspect is a big shout out as well.
Hey, Lana, you already got to plead your case, man.
But in terms of
business, Ty.
I think the Sailor Moon also fits it pretty well in terms of that her personality, in terms of Starfire's personality back in the Teen Titans show, I do think aligns pretty well as well. This one is very close, but I do favor Sailor Moon slightly.
I have Sailor Moon as well, and that's one of the characters that I picked on my list that actually matches. So I'm going Sailor Moon.
All right. So right now, me and Santo is aligned. It's 2-2 at right now. I believe. No, it's 3-1.
Yes,
Actually,
3-1 now.
we're already a winner. But Santo, what's your choice for the last one?
Pride over Lucy. I mean, Ty did make a good point with vocal cues regarding that you can hear multiple voices when he does speak, but I think I like the darkness from Pride. It matches Raven. That's what took it over the top for me. Simple.
Yeah. For me, the shadow thing did help. If you probably picked a shadow character, that probably would have helped you a lot more, Lonnie. Did have a female kind of like emo-esque character, best way I could put it. Very stoic, very secluded to herself when she's in the Lucy form, not the Mew form, of course. Terrible backstory, of course, in terms of what she dealt with. And her powers are involved there. I do think Lucy, in terms of other aspects, is there. Pride only really has the ability, but he's also kind of, dark guy. But Raven from the Teen Titans version is not really a villain, so I probably would side Lucy here. But I mean, ultimately 3-2. Team Miles won for me.
Same.
And the chat also voted Team Miles to win, 70% to 30%. So the comeback is alive. The official record between Ty and Miles and Lonnie and Random is now 2-2, and the finals is next week.
Oh,
That's what we all wanted.
Santo, what is your list that you said you would read out?
At first, for Robin, I did have Thorfinn, but I switched it and I went Boruto. I think he is a prodigy, being able to use different chakra natures, being able to throw hands, and he's actually pretty good at adapting to situations. I had him. For Cyborg, again, it might be recency bias. I had Kuma. For Beast Boy, I didn't really have like a solid pick, so I just went Inuyasha because he has a beast-like quality to it. Like Starfire, I did have Sailor Moon, and for Raven, I did have Sun Jinwoo for being able to use shadow abilities.
Hey man, I didn't have a list, but I would have definitely appreciated if everybody used like teenage characters or young characters. And I'm be honest, like I do give bonus points when things are closer matched, like obviously age, personality, obviously abilities, obviously being the same gender helps too.
So wait, Riddell, to be fair, we have 3 teenage members.
We have 5.
Pride is a kid.
Pride.
Sailor Moon is a teenager. He's a kid. He just has thousands of souls living with him, but he's a kid. He's literally a kid. He grew up from a fetus. He's a kid.
Who's the third?
I'll give it to you. Sailor Moon.
Android 17, when he transitioned, is a teenager. He's still a teenager.
Oh yeah, they are teenagers.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. He took teenagers. Yeah, they're teenagers.
They're teenagers.
The one I'll give you is
the only adult we got here is Sakamoto, right?
The only one I'm giving you. The only one I'm giving you is Sailor Moon. I'll be honest. The only one.
What? Wait, hold on a second.
Wait,
how is
you won? It's
literally
no. But seriously, Riddell, if Pride started off as like an actual baby and we see him grow up, why can't he be counted?
Because it's a tough one because obviously homunculus are different. So, like for example, Lust. That's not a kid. Sloth, that's not a kid.
But none of them had the same. None of them came to be like him, though.
But Pride is the leader for a reason because he is. Isn't he the oldest homunculus too, or the first? No, he was the first homunculus. He said the first. Yeah, he said he's either the first or the oldest homunculus. One of those two. So I mean, I just don't perceive him as like a kid. I mean, he doesn't act like a kid. He just pretends to be a kid. But I get what you're saying. I don't think it follows. Sailor Moon's obviously a teenager. Rumor is not a kid. Android 17, I mean,
he's a kid.
Yeah, Pride is over 300 years old.
Okay, so we got 2.
Sakamoto, Android 17. So you know what's funny about this? My job, I do research for my job. And one of the things I had to research is the age of Android 18. So I actually had to look it up, how old Android 18 is. And some people say she's like 30. Some people say she's around her 20s. And some people say that she's around 700 if you go like based off the literal day she was born. So, yeah, I mean, from that research, I just can't, I don't see her as a teen, but I get what you're saying.